What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Right now, we're going to be taking a look at Ultimate Legend LADANIAN Tomlinson. Now, many of you guys already know the dude has been raid sold, right? But it's not about the fact that I raid sold him. It's about the fact that I got to explain exactly what this process is about. Now, because his Ultimate Legend card, the 99, already goes to 99 speed with Sprinter for any theme team, we don't need to power him up. The only reason that I bought the power-up is to kind of have an assessment of his height and his weight. Now, some of you guys are going to say to me, Gmia, why does that matter? What is the big deal? Well, there are a lot of people that I give a lot of credit to that really study this game. And you see that he's a 5'10 guy and he's 215. All right, so he can't air truck and he can't spin. Based on all the information that we've obtained by people that really put a lot of work into the game and do the research and has all the ins and outs, he will not be able to spin. You have to be 5'11 or taller in order to do that. So, with that being said, we're still going to try him out because, you know, we want to see if he's good. There was a time, I think it was, what was it, Madden 18 or 19, when he was like the level master, where he was good for a little bit, then EA Sports patched him because he was a free card. So what we're looking at right now, you know, the different price ranges, see what's going on with him, see if he's going to be a card that, you know, we would be interested in utilizing for a little bit more than just one game, right? But I know you guys are going to want to see what's going on with it, so I'm like, all right, you guys voted that you guys wanted to see what was good. His price has steadily declined, primarily because people are going to understand there's not that big of a difference between him or a guy like Edgerrin James, right? Well, there is a big difference. Edgerrin James can spin without any abilities, and, you know, he's tall enough to do that. So with all of that being said, it's a very interesting thing that depending on how you want to use the card, like if you want a card that can elude defenders and you know how to stop and go, you can work with it if you would like. It is something that you can definitely do. You can check it out, see what's up, if you don't have an issue with those type of, you know, stick work mechanics. But if you're looking for a player that played like the real LADANIAN, you know what I'm saying? What was it, like Madden 07, 06, 07, when he was like a dog? Like he was really, really good. It's not like that right now for this game. So you're going to have to understand that in order to be successful, if you want to go out there and, you know, pretty much just, you know, throw to the flat and see what happens, that's fine as well. But I would recommend, if you were going to do that, to use Alvin Kamara, because he just goes out there and does whatever he wants. I have yet to see that guy fumble. Even when somebody hits him with deflator and then he comes right back for the next play, Kamara doesn't fumble. So it's kind of weird. So look, like I told you guys before, we're not going to power him up all the way because we're at the stage in the year where obviously like he has a base 97. He's going to go right to that 99. We just want to see what he's about. Is he good enough? Like, is he going to be able to do anything? Is he trash? That's what you guys want to know. And like I said, a lot of my viewers, when we were doing this live, they were like, yo, Gmia, you know the dude, he's like a 5'10 guy. And I'm like, hold on, 5'10 guy, not a 5'9 guy? And then we're like, all right, look, let's stop talking about the guys. The bottom line is he doesn't have the height to be able to do certain things. So we have to take that into accountability. We have to know, like, all right, look, we're not going to be able to get that type of motion off of him. So we have to proceed with those type of things. We have to know, like, all right, he can't do that, so we can't expect it. But we're going to still try to make him do it. So we're going to give him an ability. So we went back like, all right, yo, Gmia, give him spin cycle and let's see what can happen. You know, is he going to be able to spin with spin cycle? I tell you this much, elusive really brings out a lot in a lot of the players. Like players that typically can't spin and do stuff like that, giving them elusive, I've seen that it does have a big difference. So you can do that, or you can just go spin cycle. But I think elusive kind of like makes him a little OP. So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take out a player to go ahead and add in LADANIAN Tomlinson to make sure everything is all good. You guys voted for Raheem Mostert. For the most part, Raheem Mostert is only on the team strictly for chemistry. He doesn't spin or anything either. He's just always been fast. And he played for a lot of teams as well, so you may find him on a lot of rosters. Right now, though, I really try to run a two-back system, so it's primarily Derrick Henry and Edgerrin James. So for this video right here, we're going to actually take a look at, you know, just seeing what he can do. So we're going to go ahead and take out Raheem Mostert. That's what you guys are like, yo, look, that dude's garbage. I'm with you guys. I understand. It's only one play, though. I mean, one game. We're going to, you know, kind of go ahead and see what is actually going on with him. And then we will proceed to do something else after. But for now, that's what we're going to be doing. So with the way that this is, we're going to have to take off an ability off of one of the other cards to give this guy an ability for spin cycle. Now, with Travis Kelce, one of the interesting things that were going on, pretty much what we need to do is this. You have to understand at some point that the ability, the amount of stuff that you have on your players and what they're doing, you're gonna have to be able to know exactly what you need. For me, I was running a 2 tight end set, so I had Travis Kelce have both deep out and deep in. You don't really need that though. You don't, because like where he is in the slot, just having deep in will be fine. But I like to make it OP so that it's a higher chance for him to actually catch the ball, which is a very, very important aspect of the game. So that's what I had to do right there to kind of minimize it, to make sure everything is good. I'm showing you all of my chemistry so that way you guys can kind of see we didn't really lose anything. We just added those abilities to see what he can do with it. So now we jump into the gameplay. This guy's running around with the new Donovan McNabb. Like I said, for the most part, the limited Donovan McNabb and the DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus Ware doesn't make any sense for me to use him. I did have him on my team at one point earlier in the year because he was one of those guys that were really good. Right now, with Ricky Jackson and Charles Haley, I don't have any use for him on a Niners theme team. But DeMarcus Ware, low-key, is really glitchy. I just want to let you guys know that. On like a Broncos, Dallas Cowboy theme team, he's going to be a monster. I don't need him, though, because it doesn't fit my criteria. But he's one of the cards that he was a nightmare for a very, very long time. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing going on right now. Donovan McNabb, dude, I don't know what are we doing with him? Like, you know what I'm saying? The dude's garbage. Look, this guy's using him. This guy's not that good, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I already know based on his numbers, he's an improviser. It's the same BS. Like, he's not going to do anything more spectacular than another improviser. Like, that's not what we're looking for. I think for the most part, we're going to wait on golden tickets and just go from there. You know, people are going to run around with escape artists, try to throw post routes. It's typical bum foolishness that goes on when people do this. But if you're going to use a quarterback that does this, you're going to use escape artists, you're going to run around like an idiot, use, the best one to use. What's this dude's name? Lamar Jackson. Like, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go ahead and use the best possible version of that player that runs outside the pocket like an idiot. Now, I want you guys to focus in on this play, right? Because it's not that LaDainian Tomlinson is not a decent card. It's just that, spin cycle, he's not something that I feel that is going to last for any team. You know what I'm saying? Because any player that can naturally spin, put it like this, right? If you use Edgerrin James, Bo Jackson, Reggie Bush, players like that can spin, that's not something that's amazing. The only thing that happens is we gave him the ability, so although he doesn't meet the height criteria, he can do that. So spin cycle will let you do that. I just want you guys to understand, I had to get rid of him because there was nothing special about his card. All the numbers, the change of direction, the agility, there was nothing that really stood out to me where it's like, all right, we got to keep him. You see how long Edgerrin James has been on the team? A lot of you guys that watch all my videos, Edgerrin James has been a staple on the squad because he's just, holding the seat warm for Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush spins like nobody's business, bruh. Reggie Bush is out of control. Once they drop his 99, I don't really need Edgerrin James because I'm keeping Derrick Henry just so that you can keep your opponent on edge. Because when you hike the ball and just throw it to the flat and start air trucking with Derrick Henry, bro, I don't know how many people can deal with that. I'm just going to be totally honest. Because, like, for me, I'm still, for 6. Charles Haley, go for 6 then. Go for 6. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Do what you got to do. But look, I'm going to tell you this again, right? If you guys have the theme teams, the Jets, pick me off. Pick me off. Yep, there you go. Good job. Pick me up. Well, that's a 6'3 guy. Namdi's 6'3, so I'm not even mad about that. But I thought I had the proper animation right there. I didn't get it. He picked me off. At least it wasn't like a predetermined animation. See, those type of animations, if I don't win the catch with that, I don't really rage as hard. It's the one where they hold you and then they move backwards and they're picking you off. Like, it's like, dude, who came up with that? Like, that just seems like straight torture. Like, why would anybody create something like that? But that one right there, I can deal with that. Because that's Namdi, a 6'3 guy jumping up. Oh my goodness, bruh. Who is that? That dude is very angry with that hit right there. Oh, yeah, go pick it off. What? Dude, what? It doesn't really matter. We're not going to talk about that. But listen, okay, so this guy's just hiking the ball and throwing it weird. Now, I don't know if Donovan McNabb with those errant throws is just garbage or this guy is trash. I don't know which one it is. But again, with the way Donovan McNabb is and everything that he comes with, you might as well just go Lamar Jackson. I know the theme team aspect with the Eagles and all that stuff, but Lamar Jackson is a demon in this game. He just threw that? He really just threw that. That doesn't make any sense. Why did he throw that? All right, go for 6. Go. Okay. All right, get tackled. Good job, man. So look, pretty much right now, what I'm gonna let you guys understand. If you want to try out LaDainian Tomlinson, you're gonna be pretty much getting a player that he moves very, very well. There's not a lot of issues with that movement, but you're not gonna be wowed by it. You're not gonna be like, oh my God, bro, this guy's like raw. Like, it's not like a Derrick Henry that when he's out there, he's gonna truck somebody. Like, you always pretty much are gonna get a certain type of thing out of the card. Like I said, he's very, very average. As far as his archetype with elusive, I would definitely go Edgerrin James and just wait. Right there, I couldn't even get spin cycle off. I would just wait it out. I honestly would just wait it out because they. Oh my god. Okay, and he trucking dudes too. All right, listen. It looks pretty. Try it out or try to get him for cheap. If you can get him on the cheap, remember though, you're gonna have to spend an ability point. So it's not like Edgerrin James where you can just have him out there and he's gonna be able to do, you know, what he does without an ability. He will not spin based on his height without having an ability. That is very important. I want to make sure that I'm on record saying it so you guys don't rage at me like, yo, you told me that he would spin. Nah, he's spinning only with, like, you know, he might do a little stupid awkward spin, you know, as far as like, you know, it's very, very slow. But when you give him spin cycle, if he gets it off, he'll spin like Edgerrin James and these other taller guys do without the actual ability. So it will cost you 1 to make him play well, which doesn't really make any sense as far as the ability points go. So that's something that I wanted to point out. Other than that, like I said, you guys should already know, he has been raid sold for the most part, but it was pretty fun utilizing him as a new card and seeing what it was all about right there. Okay, dude. All right. Yo, he had to rage quit after that. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a good day. You're staying safe. Appreciate you taking some time out to spend it with me. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.